What would the world look like if many of the population followed self actualization, lived a life where they were interested in fulfilling their purpose? I would be unable to answer that question right now. But what I can do is provide you an analogy. Think about our ancestors. You know, the ones that picked berries and killed animals to survive, made fire. Think about them. Did they ever exercise? Did they ever go running or jogging? No, because their daily life was a form of exercise. And then fast forward, think about the ancient civilizations. Did they ever just exercise? Not necessarily. And then fast forward some more. Think about the Industrial Revolution when people were working at factories. People were beginning to go to school and learn, maybe only the elites, but did they exercise? Like fitness? Did they do fitness? Was fitness part of their routine? Not necessarily. Fast forward some more. Think about the 1800s. The Olympics had their first sporting event. Okay, so sports and fitness was part of our civilization as a humanity as a whole, but only certain people did that. Would you agree? Only people that were dedicated athletes. Fast forward to 20 years ago. People were aware of exercise, everybody now, at least in the West. They recognize that you do not necessarily have to possess an athlete's skills and capabilities, but exercise is good for you. Walking is good for you. Jogging is good for you. That pushed on and led to the development of parks with a route for jogging, to the development of gym and fitnesses where people exercise together, to the development of companies encouraging employees to exercise, to running events like a 5K for the community, to a sports program in schools. Not necessarily for the star athlete who's going to play a professional sporting event, but it became part of everybody's life in the West. And today I would say that can be seen everywhere, including the third world countries. Certain third world countries, even if they may be poor and still a developing country, they do have a park designated for exercise. You are able to see people jogging in the morning. That is how I would see the development of self-actualization and a life integrated with spirituality. It'll begin with an idea. Well, should we do this? Is this part of our routine? To the point where the whole community integrates this activity into our lives. I'm unable to tell you what that may look like. Just like 100 years ago, nobody could tell that many cities would develop parks where you have a jogger's route, where you would have 5Ks in the community. Similarly, 50 years from now, 100 years from now, I'm unable to tell you what happens if a whole community, if multiple communities and clusters of communities in our globe begin to practice, begin to integrate their daily life with a spiritual twist, with a spiritual flair. Preach in Prague is a 21st century voice dedicated to expanding spiritual literacy. Using sincere language, At Preach in Prague shines a light on the destructive nature within each of us, and instead highlights the benefits of empowering the beautiful spirit in us.